Hello my love bugs. Today I'm going to be doing a high-end makeup haul. This is all going to be things I think from Hautelook. Yes, I'm like 99% sure everything here is from Hautelook. I have a lot of Lorac that I got during a big Lorac sale. I also have some Tarina Tarantino. So yeah, we're just gonna get into it. Also, this is a part 2 of a haul that I did on Monday, so I will make sure to link that down below if you have not already seen it. I really got a lot of stuff from Sephora, and I hauled some things from the balm that I also got on Hautelook. So, okay, let's get into it. It's crazy. I will not be swatching everything. Some of the things that I'm going to be showing you are gifts for other people. Some of it is things for myself, and I will be swatching those, and I also got doubles for a lot of like Christmas presents and things. The first thing that I got is the Lorac Ooh La La Lace palette. And as you can see, these are baked eyeshadows. You've got some smokier colors, some more neutral colors, and I think that the pigmentation with these is very consistent of Lorac. I absolutely love their eyeshadows. And I thought that when I saw these were baked, I wasn't going to like them as much, just because baked eyeshadows can tend to be a little bit more sheer, a little bit more difficult to work with, but I find that these really do have great buttery pigmentation. Absolutely love this palette so much, and I loved it so much I got like 4 more for other people. The next thing that I got is the Lorac Mint Edition palette, and I loved the look of this. This was only like $12 as well. And it was a cute little kind of clutch inspired palette. So if you watched yesterday's video, kind of like that Tarte palette that I showed, and then you have some really beautiful colors. You've got some eyeshadows, some mattes over here, some shimmers over here, a really beautiful highlighter, a blush, and again, just very consistent of Lorac. I really don't want to go into swatching too much because I feel like we'll be here for a decade, but very, very pretty pigmentation. This is the matte purple from the palette. It also came with a liquid lipstick in the color Retro, which is a nice nudie pink. And I also have another one of these that I bought during the sale, and I really love the color payoff with these. I love how smooth that they are. I haven't actually worn them on the lips, but they feel very nice when I just swatch them on my hands. By the way, I'm testing out new lighting, and it's kind of warmer than my typical like natural lighting would be, but it also I think is like making everything show up pretty true to color. It's really dark out, so I thought that I would test out my new lights for the first time. The next thing that I got from the Lorac sale was something that I was so interested in, and then it was sold out, and then they restocked the sale and this came back. This was the Sweet Temptations palette set from last year, and if you can see, it's very, very similar to what they're doing with the Too Faced La Belle Carousel palette collection this year. They're almost like these little chocolate bar-esque style packaging things, but then you have different themes in each one. Again, if I swatched everything, we would be here for an eternity. This is the white chocolate palette, which is more smoky colors, so you've got a really light white, a gray, a deeper charcoal, and a black. Really, really beautiful. And then we also have the dark chocolate palette, which is going to be your nice, darker neutrals. We have the Satisfying Toffee Crunch palette, which is more natural colors, but I think that this is actually very rosy shades, nice and pretty for this time of year especially, kind of reminiscent of the Urban Decay Naked 3. Or I guess the Urban Decay Naked 3 would be reminiscent of this since this came first. I don't know. And then we have the Tease Me Truffles Plum eyeshadow palette, which is going to be more purples. I have swatched everything, all of the colors, again, very consistent. Lorac never seems to fail me. I love their brand so much. So these are really cute, and I think that they're also going to be fun for travel because you've got sort of the themes throughout. So like if I want more plum eyeshadow, I'm going to take the plum palette. If I want more neutral eyeshadow, I will take the neutral palette. So really excited about those. And again, that was kind of the big ticket item for me. Those were $16, I think, for all of them. This is something that's for my mom since I got the other Mint Edition palette. I really wanted to see how this was, not test it or anything, but I wanted to see it in person. And this is the Mint Edition collection. I think it's a slightly smaller palette. So if you can see from the outside box, it's going to be a smaller palette as well as a lip gloss. It comes in this adorable little makeup bag that feels so nice. I'm really jealous of my mom because I want that makeup bag. But I'm just going to unwrap it and show you the products. The first one is this Lips with Benefit shade in the color Christian, which is my little brother's name coincidentally. And if you can see, it's very interesting. It has like stripes throughout, so I don't know if it'll create a more custom color. And then the palette, if you can see, looks very similar to the larger one. And then you just open it up and it has all of these really beautiful eyeshadows and then a blush over here. So I know my mom's gonna love that. Again, it's one of those things where I was like, those colors are right up her alley. She'll love that for Christmas, but I already have like 20 Christmas presents for her, so I'm just gonna give it to her when she comes to visit. And then lastly from Lorac, I got this Get Hot Warm eyeshadow palette. It's a really adorable little eyeshadow palette, and what's really cool is if you open it, it has a bunch of eyeshadows, and you've got everything from like this light cream to a pinky shade to these warm browns to a darker brown. So that looked like a really cute little palette, and it wasn't very much at all. Don't know what I'm gonna do with that yet. And I also picked up the Rockin Red Hot limited edition 8 mini lip gloss collection. Really, really cool. I got several of these sets because I thought they would make fun gifts. But you just have an array of colors, everything from neutrals to a weird bright purple to like pinks and reds. So extremely excited about that. I thought that it was a nice size, and I think that this was $10. So yeah. I also got this Lorac Self-Tantalizer face and body set. So it comes with a tantalizer for the body as well as the one for the face. They're really decently sized, and this was $8 or something like that. It also included the mitt, which this has not been used or anything yet. But I think that this is going to be something different. I love trying out fake tan, and I thought that that was a great price to try out both the body and the face product. I don't think Lorac is really known for their tan, so I don't know how it'll work out. Let me know, again, if you guys want to see a singular review on anything. I know that these things might not be readily available since it was a Hautelook sale. Just let me know though, and I can do it. I then got 2 of the cream eyeliners, the first being the shade Cobalt, which as you can see is a light cobalt blue. I also got my mom one of these because she loves her some blue eyeliner, and that is like my favorite shade of blue. It also has a pen that you can just pull on out, a brush. And then the other color that I got was Black Ruby, which I thought would be really pretty for fall. It's just kind of a dark red shade, maroon maybe. Really beautiful, beautiful shades though. I got a Breakthrough Performance lipstick in the color It Girl, which these were like $4 a piece or something ridiculous like that. And it's a beautiful peachy coral color. It's something that I own a million of, but I love. And I think that this is going to be great, especially for the spring and the summer seasons, which, you know, are like half a year away. But it really is one of my go-to lip color shades, and I'm excited to have one from Lorac. And then I also got a second Couture Shine liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Vintage. So retro was much more pink, whereas Vintage is going to be a true kind of beige nude. So this is the shade Vintage, and as you can see, it is truly just a light kind of pinky beige color. We're getting to the end of Lorac, I promise. I also got the Cococin Cream Compact, and this was in the color CR4, which I thought that would best match my skin. So it is a kind of light yellow color, so I think it'll match me pretty well. I really like cream to powder style foundation, so I thought that would be kind of right up my alley. Moving right along into Terina Tarantino, which I was so excited to see hit Hautelook. This is one of my favorite brands ever, and I'm extremely sad that they're no longer at Sephora. I first got the Dollskin cheek palette. This was like $24. I actually already own one of the blushes, which was in the color... Oh, they don't have the colors on the back, but I know that I do actually own one of the colors already. But if you can see, just the pigmentation on these is so good, and these blushes are so beautiful and easy to work with. Like I said, I have one of the single blushes, and I think that the pigmentation is really beautiful on these. They blend really nicely on the cheeks, and I'm excited to have that palette because I had my eyes on it forever. And to pay $24 for it was just an absolute dream. I also got some of the eyeshadows because that was one of the big things from Tarina Tarantino that I had never tried before. So I got a couple of palettes. These are the Jewel eyeshadow palettes, and I got them in Dreamy and also Fantastical. So Dreamy is going to be, one thing I will say is these don't open easily. And you're going to see that in particular with one. You kind of have to wedge your nail in there to get it open. Dreamy is going to be a warmer neutral palette, and we'll just kind of swatch at random a few colors from each one. We'll swatch the charcoal and the kind of copper color from this one. These are beautiful, and you can get these at any time. It's just they're not always going to be on sale. Tarina does hit Hautelook frequently though, so those are swatches from Dreamy. Really beautiful palette. And then we also have Fantastical, which is going to be more of a purple palette. We do have some more neutral colors in Fantastical, however, and they are truly beautiful. Let me know if you guys want a full review of these or if you want to see additional swatches or anything. I'm just swatching this kind of purpley mauve as well as the tan color over here. And we'll do this really bright purple. Color on these is really, really nice. I do think that while I really like them, they're probably something you already might own colors of, and you don't necessarily need this formula, but they are beautiful, and I think that the palettes themselves are really nice. When I first started out with makeup, really collecting makeup, was when Tarina was kind of getting discontinued at Sephora. And one of the products I wanted forever was this I Dream Highlight Duo, and this is in the color Jasper and Agate, or Agate. It is so hard to open that if you can see, I've smudged my finger in this color so many times. I think that that really, really stinks because I love the pigmentation on both of these. This one's a really light cream and this one's more of a sort of tan champagne. Pigmentation is beautiful, but the palette is next to impossible to open. If I'm sitting here wedging my finger in it, I'm denting my nail polish and it's so hard to get open. So that's really disappointing. Big packaging flaw, and I've smudged my finger in that shadow so many times. But this is the swatches from that. These are super light, so you might have a little bit of trouble seeing them. The last thing I got was this Terina Tarantino Conditioning Lip Sheen. This is in the color Cameo. I own another one of these in the shade, I think, Showgirl or something like that. And it's a light baby pink, so I got Cameo, which is a true nude. And it is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Really just, I love these so much. These are such user-friendly products in the sense that they go on beautifully. They feel super hydrating on the lips. They have great color and great pigmentation and payoff and everything like that. So I definitely wanted another shade, and I think this was around $12. Okay, so that was my second round of a kind of big high-end Hautelook haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. If there's anything you want to see reviews on, aside from these two products, the Mint Edition Lorac palette and this Get Hot palette, I bought one of each for myself for pretty much everything else. So let me know in the comments down below what you want to see. And yeah, until next time, my love bugs, I will see you very soon. Bye!